You ever talked to a chick and she gives you some line about having to manifest things, speak it into existence and all that good stuff? Yeah, I've had a few tell me that. It got me thinking, how can I apply this to rap, since you know that's kind of my thing. Here's 10 times rappers spoke it into existence. Number 1. Starting off, we have a relatively recent revelation. This one shocked some people, probably along the lines of artists like Drake and Chris Brown in particular. The jiggy nigga himself, A$AP Rocky, got with a mutual girlfriend of theirs. Harlem representative and one of my favorite newer rappers had a reference to Rihanna back in 2013 on his song Fashion Killer from his debut studio album Long Live A$AP. On the first verse, Rocky has the line, "Her attitude Rihanna, she get it from her mama," which of course is a reference to Rihanna and her image. Rocky also has Rihanna starring in the video though as his love interest, which clearly interested Rihanna, as Rocky and her now have 2 children and seem quite happy together. Tough luck to all the men out there that were after Bad Girl Riri. Number 2. Next up, we have a situation that was pretty much foretold to us through song, but some question if he would really go through with it. In May 2016 was the Irving Plaza shooting that left Ronald McFadder, aka Banger, shot and killed by former rapper turned social media personality and podcaster Taxstone. Following this incident, Troy Ave released the song Too Legit to Quit from his White Christmas 5 mixtape released in December 2017, which has him detailing the Irving Plaza incident, and it's easily one of my favorite Troy Ave songs. About a minute into the track, he has the lines, "I'm only loyal to my fam, middle finger from the stand," which many took as Troy admitting that he would testify against Taxstone in court for shooting him and killing Banger. Years later, the court case took place and Troy did take the stand. However you feel about the situation, Troy made a great song here and he stood on his word. Number 3. One of my favorite rappers of all time is Tupac. If you know me at all or watch the channel, then you probably know that much already. If you know his music, then there's a few things you probably learned about him just like I did. In this case, that being that he wasn't exactly fond of the police. As a black man myself, it's a pretty common sentiment. On the Thug Life track, Under Pressure, which is also my personal favorite song on the album, Tupac has the lines, "Right before I die, I'll be cursing the law, reincarnated bitch even worse than before." As we all know, Tupac was shot and killed about 2 years later in Las Vegas, Nevada. And according to the first responder, Chris Carroll, who got to the scene that night, Tupac's last words to him were, "F you." Once again, a rapper who stuck to his word. This wasn't just an embellishment for dramatic effect. Tupac really lived it. Number 4. Following another one of my favorite rappers, we have a situation with the dog, the Dark Man X himself, DMX. On the intro track to his debut album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, which is what I consider one of the best intro tracks in rap, he has the line, "Bitches gonna give me head for free cause they see who I'ma be by like 2003. And by the year 2003, DMX had become one of the biggest rappers of all time. He had released 2 albums in 1998 that went number 1, followed by an album in 1999, 2001, and 2003, which all went number 1 as well. As far as those chicks giving him head for free though, yeah, I'm just gonna assume they did. Look at how many children he had. Number 5. Following the Dark Man, we have a situation involving the other biggest dog in rap, Snoop Dogg himself. In 1992, Snoop Dogg was a new, young rapper and heavily featured on Dr. Dre's solo debut album, The Chronic, and spitting plenty of that West Coast gangster rap all over the album. And in 1993, released his own debut album, Doggy Style, to critical acclaim and record-breaking sales. Also in 1993, however, he was charged with murder. Ironically enough, one of the tracks on his debut album was titled Murder Was the Case, and features Snoop telling a story about almost being murdered and then recovering and becoming successful before getting locked up and sentenced to 25 to life. Fortunately for Snoop, in 1996, the trial resulted in his acquittal of murder, so he didn't wind up having to do life like the story in his raps. Number 6. Now we have one that really screams black wealth. Did you know Brooklyn's own JayZ predicted his billionaire status several years in the making? On JayZ's version of the Jim Jones hit single, We Fly High, JayZ disses Jim Jones. Jay has the lines, I'm Trump tight, I'm Trump like, I'm on my way to a Billy, I play my cards nice, niggas like Hove, you sound too rich, I'm like, oh, ain't that about a bitch? And JayZ became a billionaire a little over a decade later. Talk about putting it in the ether. This also happens to be the track where he essentially admitted to losing the rap beef to Nas, so pun intended, I suppose. Number 7. Up next, we have the artist formerly known as Kanye West. On the hit single Gold Digger featuring Jamie Foxx from his second album, Late Registration, he raps about a woman being a gold digger, as the title implies. On his first verse, he has the lines, my psychic told me you should have an ass like Serena, Trina, Jennifer Lopez, 4 kids, and I gotta take all their badasses to show biz. Ye has 4 kids with Kim Kardashian, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. On his second verse, he has the line, 18 years, she got one of your kids, got you for 18 years. I know somebody paying child support for one of his kids. His baby mama car and crib is bigger than his. Ye and Kim got divorced in 2022, and he has to pay child support apparently for his 4 kids. Ironic, isn't it? Do you think he ever imagined he would be in this situation he was rapping about years prior? Number 8. I thought a bit about adding this one to the list, but hey, here it is. Gucci Mane and JayZ had a rap beef spanning some years over the hit single, So Icy, back in 2005. They released several diss tracks aimed at one another, and that is yet another beef that I covered on the channel previously. On the track Stay Strapped, which had JayZ using the beat from the classic T.I. track ASAP from the Urban Legend album released in 2004, he disses Gucci Mane. At the end of the track, JayZ goes off talking about how he wants Gucci's icy chain and offers $10,000 for it. This is the incident that escalated the beef to physical violence, as after this, some associates of JayZ's attempted to rob Gucci, and one of them was killed when Gucci fired back in self-defense. Now, this one is a bit different, as I'm sure JayZ didn't plan on anyone getting killed over it, but his words on this song led to the incident overall. It just didn't play out exactly as he might have thought it would. Number 9. This one was probably not even intentional, and it's also one of the most recent ones on this list. J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar on April 7th. On the song The Heart Part 4, Kendrick ends the verse with the lines, you know what time it is, ante up, this is in forever, y'all got till April the 7th to get y'all shit together. Now in the song, this was a reference to his then upcoming album, Damn, being available for pre-order on that date. But ironically, 7 years later on April 7th, 2024, J. Cole apologized to Kendrick while at the Dreamville Festival for putting out the song 7 Minute Drill, which was a diss track to Kendrick because of Kendrick mentioning him on his verse on Like That by Metro Boomin and Future. Now before I get to number 10 real quick, I'm just gonna remind y'all to click that thumbs up button to like the video, click the button to subscribe to the channel, check those links in the description to follow on all other platforms and join the Discord server and all of that, you know the drill. And now, number 10. This one goes back to the days where I used to be sitting here listening to Lil Wayne mixtape after Lil Wayne mixtape. There was supposed to be a Hot Boys reunion at the 2024 Essence Festival with all members present now that BG is out of prison. However, Lil Wayne skipped out on the reunion show in order to perform his own solo set at the festival instead. This is an attitude that Wayne has had for some time now, though, as he mentioned being too hot for a Hot Boys reunion years ago. On the mixtape The Drought Is Over Part 4, on the track Burn This City featuring Twista, Lil Wayne ends his second verse with the line, I'm hotter than a motherfucking Hot Boys reunion. This same track is also featured on the DJ White album mixtape New Orleans Nightmare Part 6, but without the verse from Twista. This is from when he was recording for the Carter 3 album, so this is a sentiment that he's had for quite a while it seems. I guess Lil Wayne just thinks that he's too big now to get back with his former group mates. It happens, I suppose. Now, that was just 10 instances of rappers manifesting things in their songs. What other ones come to mind for you? Let me know in the comment section below.